Recording. It will be short, maybe 10 minutes, no more than that. Okay, have a look at these sentences, guys. She cooked dinner and she went to bed. Next, we could let her know or we could not let her know. These sentences are correct. John was mad, but he didn't complain. Okay, so tell me. Okay, John was mad. Maybe we can forget about the last sentence. I don't like it very much. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine. I like it too. So this sentence is correct. This sentence is correct. And this sentence is also correct. All of them are correct. Grammatically correct. Nonetheless, we can make use of ellipses. What is ellipsis? I forgot. Alba? Again, okay, thank you so much. To avoid repetition, yeah? So she cooked dinner and she went to bed. Okay, we can remove only one word here. Trust your instinct. Which word can we remove? Which word can we leave out here in this first sentence? She cooked dinner and she went to bed. She can be left out. She cooked dinner and went to bed. Okay, second sentence. We could let her know or we could not let her know. What can we remove here? The second we could be removed. So you can just say, we could let her know, or, sorry, we could. You were, yeah. We could let her know or not let her know. So we could can be removed. And in the third sentence, John was mad, but he didn't complain. Which word can we remove there? Is the phone in the middle of your way? Really? Okay, let me move it. Maybe here. You okay now? Now it's in the middle of your way, right? Yes, it is. It's very difficult to please everybody, right? I think now it's okay, right? Okay. So John was mad, but he didn't complain. Which word can we remove? Sorry? He, the second he, very good. The second he can be removed. And this, guys, this is ellipsis, and this is advanced. This is C2 level grammar, yeah? This is advanced grammar. Okay, so what lesson can we learn from here? We can learn that after but, and or, we can leave out the subject and or the auxiliary. Well, the subject or the subject plus auxiliary. So for example, this is and. So after and, we can remove the auxiliary. This is or. After or, we can remove subject and auxiliary. And this is but. After but, we can remove the subject, also an auxiliary if we had it. In this case, just the subject, but didn't complain. Or not, yeah. This would be another ellipsis here. You can have a double ellipsis, yeah. Correct, or not. Good catch. So far so good. So remember, yeah, after and or but, we can have an ellipsis and leave out the subject or the subject and auxiliary. This is advanced C1 level grammar. So far so good. Yeah. Shall we go on? I only have 7 slides today for you. So let's go for the second one. All right, have a look at these prepositions now. Before, after, and because. This sentence is correct, this sentence is correct, and this sentence is also correct. The 3 of them are correct. All right, now let's have a look at the first one. It says she cooked dinner before she went to bed. Is there anything we can remove? Can we have some sort of ellipsis there? She cooked dinner before she went to bed. Is it possible to remove something, Gabriela, there? What does your instinct tell you? Okay, you can change the sentence. You can say before going to bed. But I don't want you to change the sentence. Only remove, as we did before. Can we remove she? She. Is it possible to remove it? How does it sound? She cooked dinner before went to bed? No, it doesn't work. You would need to say before going. So this she cannot be removed because you would need to change the whole sentence before going, right? Second one, we could let her know after we finish our meeting. Can we make an ellipsis there? Can we remove anything? Can we remove we after finish our meeting? No, you would need to say after finishing, ing. So no, we cannot remove it because we would need to change the verb for ing, right? And the third one, she's mad because she was told of. Can we remove she? She's mad because was told of. Is it okay? Not really, yeah? Not really. We would need to say because of the fact that she was told of. No, we cannot remove it. So what is the sentence? What is the lesson that I'm trying to teach you here? After, before, after, because, when, or while, this, and this, we cannot leave out the subject. We cannot leave out the subject. The subject pronoun, yeah? The subject pronoun. We cannot make an ellipsis, all right? Ellipsis is not possible. We would need ing before going, after finishing, yeah? But no, ellipsis is not possible after, before, after, because, when, while. Ellipsis is not possible, not admitted. I mean, you would need to change the verb, the shape. You would need to change the sentence. But just taking words out is not possible. Can you see that? Is that clear? Yeah? Shall we continue? Okay, here I have three examples, before, after, and because. But it's not only before, after, and because, also when and while, yeah? Next, it says, have a look at these sentences. All right. John has never been to UK, but Laura has been there. 2, they said they would love Mexican food, but I don't think I would love Mexican food. 3, I didn't go to class, but Johnny did go to class. Okay, now we can make some ellipses here. Help me out. What can we remove here? Number 1, John has never been to UK, but Lara has been there. Alex and Alba, what do you think, guys? What can we remove in the first sentence? Think together. Combine your brains. John has never been to UK, but Lara has been there. Anything we can just remove, leave out as an ellipsis? There can be removed. I accept it. You can remove more than there. Very good. But Laura has. So all this can be removed. But Laura has. Okay, I will explain, yeah? Only repeat the auxiliary, okay? Only repeat the auxiliary. What are we doing here? We only repeat the auxiliary. Is there a repetition here? John has never been to UK. Has never been. This is the auxiliary. Has here is the auxiliary. And what do we repeat? We only repeat the auxiliary. Auxiliary, Auxiliary is repeated, but not the rest. We only repeat the auxiliary, not the rest. Okay? So never been to the UK is not repeated. Only the auxiliary is repeated. Auxiliary, auxiliary, nothing else. The same with the next one. They said they would love Mexican food, but I don't think I would love Mexican food. Okay, what is the auxiliary in the first part of the sentence? Is it love? Love is an auxiliary? No, this is the main verb. What is the auxiliary then? Would. Would is the auxiliary. So we only repeat the auxiliary. So Alba Jr., tell us the sentence with the ellipses. Very good, but I don't think I would. And then the rest is left out. And what is would? Would is the auxiliary. So we repeat the auxiliary, but not the rest of it. Yeah? Would, would. Auxiliary, auxiliary. That's the thing we repeat, not the rest of it. Okay. Sentence 3. I didn't go to class, but Johnny did go to class. What is the auxiliary in the first part, Gabriela? Didn't. This is the auxiliary. So we only repeat the auxiliary. Give us the full sentence with ellipsis. John did, or Johnny did. Johnny did. So did is the auxiliary. That's the only thing we repeat. The rest, we don't repeat. Okay, so we leave out the repeated verb phrase, yeah? This is a verb phrase or adjective, yeah? This is a verb phrase, this is a verb phrase, this is a verb phrase. We leave it out. We only repeat the auxiliary. So far, so good. Okay, 4 out of 7, more than half already done. Okay, we can use a different auxiliary nonetheless. Have a look at this. You must prepare for the exam. Okay, this is A. What is the main verb? Must or prepare? Prepare is the main verb. And what is must? Must is a modal verb, okay? It's a modal verb, but it works also as an auxiliary verb, okay? It can work as an auxiliary verb, not really. It's mainly a modal, but sometimes modals can work as auxiliary verbs. In this case, the main verb is this one, not this one. Well, I already have prepared for the exam. What is the auxiliary in the second sentence? And what is the main verb in the second sentence, in the response? Well, I already have prepared for the exam. What is the main verb, Gabriela? Prepared is the main verb. And what is have? Auxiliary. Is there anything we can miss out in the second sentence, Gabriela? Make an ellipsis for us. You must prepare for the exam, Gabriela. Perfect. Well, I already have. And this is ellipsis. The thing is, now you would say, excuse me, Jesus, but you said that you repeat the auxiliary, and this auxiliary and this auxiliary are not the same. Yeah, they're not the same. But you know what? We can use a different auxiliary or a different modal verb. So it doesn't necessarily need to be the same. Do you understand? So we say an auxiliary with a similar meaning, as you can see, yeah, with a similar meaning, and then ellipsis of the rest. So what I'm trying to tell you is that the auxiliary doesn't need to be the same. It can be a different auxiliary, similar one, nonetheless. Yeah, it can be a different auxiliary, not necessarily the same. So far, so good. Okay, 5 out of 7. Now I will teach you the reduced infinitive. What is the reduced infinitive? Give me an ellipsis here and you will know. Sentence number 1. She's never ridden a horse, but she would love to ride a horse. Sentence 2. They went to the concert, although I told them not to go. All right, those are two full sentences. This sentence is totally correct, and this sentence is also totally correct. However, we can make use of ellipses. We can leave out some parts. What parts can we leave out? How can we make a reduced infinitive? Any ideas? Anybody? What can we remove? We leave out repeated VP, a repeated verb phrase. We leave it out. So, Gabriela, using your instinct, tell us the full sentence with ellipses. Very good. She would love to. So we get rid of ride a horse. Ride a horse, riding a horse. So the repeated VP, yeah? This is a verb phrase. This is a verb phrase. It's repeated. We remove it. And what do we leave? We have this, love to. This is a reduced infinitive. This is infinitive and to. And that's it. Reduced infinitive. That is infinitive plus to. But I would love to. I would love to ride a horse. Now, the same with the second examples. The second example, they went to the concert, although I told them not to go to the concert. You could even make it longer. So now, stop it right at the reduced infinitive. Can you stop that right at the reduced infinitive, Alba? I told them not to. And you get rid of this. What is this? The VP. Not to go to the concert. Yeah. So this is the VP that is repeated. Went to the concert. This is the VP. It's a VP because this is the verb. Yeah. Went to the concert. Go to the concert. Remove it. And we keep the infinitive. I told them not to. Yeah. Not to. In this case, yeah, a negative one. Not to go. Yeah. And we end the sentence with to. Pay attention. Love to, infinitive plus to. And here, this is just negative and to. Yeah. I told them not to. Negative and to. Alrighty. Yep. Is that clear? This is the so-called reduced infinitive. Shall we continue? Yeah. Okay. Sometimes we can use so. So instead of repeating the whole clause, instead of repeating the whole positive clause. So will you pass the exam? I hope I will pass the exam. Will you fail the exam? I'm afraid I will fail the exam. It appears I will pass the exam. So to make it shorter, what can we say? Danny, give it to us. Give it shorter. I've already given to you. So will you pass the exam, Danny? Will you fail the exam, Danny? Will you pass the exam? It appears so. Danny, I think you will pass the exam. If you say so. If you say so would be translated as si tú lo dices. Yeah, if you say so. So you can just say so to avoid the repetition of the whole clause again. You don't need to repeat the whole clause again. You just say so after this kind of things. I hope so. I'm afraid so. It appears so. If you say so, you just say so and avoid the repetition. You don't need to say the whole sentence again, only so. All right. And the last part of the explanation, guys. All right, here we go. Oh, no worries. I'll give you a few more seconds. So yeah, the use of so, Alba, in order to avoid repeating the whole sentence in your response. Yeah. I hope so. I'm afraid so. It appears so. If you say so, you can also say, I suppose so, I believe so. There are many other ways, yeah? I believe so. I expect so. Many others, okay? There's a selection of words. These are probably the most common ones, yeah? I believe so. I expect so. And the last one, have a look at this. I didn't have time to finish this one before, so we'll do it as we speak. Negative clauses. We can use a positive verb and not, or a negative verb and so. So, for example, question. A question. I say, do you think it will snow tomorrow? Do you think it will snow tomorrow? Do you think it will snow tomorrow? And you can answer in different ways. You can answer with I hope, and this is a positive sentence. I hope, and this is a negative sentence. I don't think. And I want you to provide a negative sentence, a negative clause, okay? I want your answer to be negative. However, this verb is positive, and this verb is negative. So, do you think it will snow tomorrow? And you don't want it to snow. You want to be negative. So, espero que no. How do you say espero que no? I hope not. So as you can see here, this is positive verb and not. I hope not. Positive verb and not. Yeah? Positive verb and not. I hope not. And this is a negative verb. I don't think. Negative verb. So what is the answer, Alva? I don't think so. So be careful with this. I hope not. Positive verb, not. I don't think so. Negative verb, so. But both of them, yeah, both of them are negative clauses. All right? Both of them are negative. So far, so good. Is that clear? I think this is it. I think this is it. Maybe just one more thing. Do you think she will pass? Have a look at this question. Do you think she will pass? Do you think she will pass? I'm afraid she will not pass, okay? This is possibility number one. I'm afraid she will not pass. And possibility number two is I'm afraid she will fail. Okay, both of them are negative sentences. This is clearly negative because of not, and this is negative because of fail, opposed to pass. Yeah. How can you rephrase this one with ellipsis? I'm afraid she will not pass. I'm afraid do you think she will pass? I'm afraid. Okay, two possibilities. Not or so. Do you think she will pass? I'm afraid not. I'm afraid. Do you think she will pass? I'm afraid. Okay, do you think she will fail? Sorry. Imagine that the question is, do you think she will fail? I'm afraid so. Okay, so also be careful with the corresponding verbs. Yeah, if they ask you, do you think she will pass, and you want to be negative, yeah, you want to be negative always, negatively speaking, I'm afraid not, or I'm afraid so. Yeah, be careful with that. You can use I'm afraid not or I'm afraid so, depending on the question. Okay, depending on the question. And this is the end of the grammatical explanation. Has it been properly recorded? It was not in the middle of your way, right? Let me stop this.